I'm here to give a review of Raees. Now overall, I will say that it was entertaining, but it does have its problems. I'll talk about different elements of the film, I'll talk about my experience, and then I'll give my rating. This rating is not a critical, general rating, but this is my personal rating based on my experience and my enjoyment of this movie. As I said before, Shah Rukh Khan is my favorite actor, and I've seen all his films, except Oh Darling, Yeah Hey India. I haven't seen that one. I love Shah Rukh Khan, but I gotta be honest. This movie does have its good moments, but it also does have its bad moments, and I'm going to share both of them, okay? But this is my basis. Shah Rukh Khan fan, okay? Fan ho gaya. Before getting started, this is my first movie of the year, and just saying, last year, which was my first year reacting to Bollywood trailers, I saw 63 trailers, I watched 47 of the films, and I still haven't seen 16 of them, which I still want to see. The movie's about a guy, Raees, or Raees. I can't say it the way they said in the movie, but I'm going to stick to Raees. It's about his life from a young boy up to a man, and many events happen within his life. Overall, I thought the story was good. In terms of the storyline and the different things that happened, some that I would have kept and some things I would have left alone, and some things I thought they should have done differently. It should have been a smarter movie, to be honest. Just a smarter movie. This movie had me saying two things way too much. Really? 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 Like, when things would happen, just too ridiculous. And then it had me saying, this is dumb. Like, this is dumb right now. I thought the writing was overall good. I thought it was like stylistically different. But I'll tell you this, there'll be times in which I'll go, oh, that's a good line. Oh, I like that line. But then you'll have certain lapses of time in which nothing really stands out to me, and then you'll have a good line, or you'll have a funny line, or you'll have a witty line, and then it was just dialogue again. I wanted to reread some of those lines to say, did I not get it, or was it just not that good? But I found the writing to be hit or miss. Some of them were hits, and some of them just went past me. Overall, I was entertained with the writing, but it could have been better, or the subs could have been better. In terms of acting, I thought Shah Rukh Khan was amazing. As always, the best thing about Shah Rukh Khan movies is Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan does an awesome job. And then side note, I love this coal. I want to do that for another movie. I want to get a beard. I don't want to keep the coal. I think the coal looks good on men. I'm just saying. Nawazuddin Siddiqui, I thought he did a great job again. Not a standout role for him. Not something which I go, oh, nominate him. But I thought he was awesome. It's just very natural, and it felt like just a casual day for Nawazuddin Siddiqui. So I wasn't blown away, but I know he did his job. Mahira Khan, she did a good job, but she didn't stand out to me. I felt her role was very short. No. She was in important scenes, but I don't know. There was something just off. It's not only just her. It was something off in terms of the movie and the pacing and the way they would have just short scenes together. Don't worry. It's not just Mahira Khan. Y'all know, maybe I'm scared. But it's not like I hated her performance, but I wanted more from her, or I just wanted more from her character, or I wanted more in terms of how they showed it in the movie. Even the guy, Shah Rukh Khan's best friend, I wasn't sure if I was having a problem with his character or the person they picked for the character. I can't tell you what it is. I felt like they wanted to get someone who'd be funny. I know he's not like a comedic supporting actor. Is he? I feel like I see him in comedic roles. I don't know. I thought they could have found... I don't know who I wanted though. I don't know who I wanted, but some of the characters weren't as strong as I wanted them to be. And to be even Shah Rukh Khan's character, I had problems with him. Not with Shah Rukh Khan's acting, but with the character they wrote for him. I'm going to reference Once Upon a Time in Mumbai like I did in Dingana. In this movie, Shah Rukh Khan was Emran Hashmi. And if you call in the movie, he was the one who acted more on emotions rather than intelligence. And in this movie, I found Shah Rukh Khan's character to act more on emotion rather than intelligence. So yeah, we have an entertaining film, but it's more of a dumb film now. It's more of us just going along with it, rather than going, oh gosh, that was really smart. Oh wow, I like the way they did that. It wasn't that, it was more like, okay, really? We're just gonna go along with it. For me, they romanticized Shah Rukh Khan just a bit too much in the movie. He was this good guy. He was that quintessential hero. And even if he killed for a purpose because those people were after him. And when other people killed, that's when it was wrong. So even thinking about Once Upon a Time in Mumbai or thinking about Gangs of Wasseypur, these people were not perfect. They had flaws. They had positives and they had negatives. But I really thought they were unique characters. In this movie, Shah Rukh Khan is all good. And he can't be touched. They even romanticized the town. All those people were good people. All those people loved Raees. All those people got along. Even their characters felt like characters, such as one repairman or this one woman. It's just like, come on now. Even when he was talking about building our world, I was like, why do you need a world when your town is perfect? Everyone is perfect. Everyone gets along. There's no crime where you live. And so, just, the depth was missing. Nawazuddin Siddiqui's character is after Shah Rukh Khan in the movie. I just couldn't understand the weight of the crime. We're after a man because he sold liquor, because he sells liquor. If it was cocaine, or if it was drugs, then you would understand it more, or I would understand it more. But in a sense, in the culture we live in, I'm desensitized to alcohol, and I don't drink. I personally don't drink. It was hard for me to want this person, Shah Rukh Khan, to go to jail for alcohol. And so it's like you couldn't even take the crime seriously, so you couldn't take the chase that seriously. I think they could have showed us more of the dangers of alcohol, or why they were taking this crime so seriously. Was it messing up the family? Was it morally wrong? Was it religiously wrong? Was it wrong for society? Just give me more of why we care about a man chasing a man for alcohol. Within that, it wasn't until the second half of the movie when Nawazuddin Siddiqui receives Shah Rukh Khan's invitation that I realized, oh yeah, Shah Rukh Khan could actually go to jail for this. Like, it didn't hit me because I didn't take it seriously. There was never a fear of Shah Rukh Khan going to jail. There was never this worry about, oh my goodness, will he be caught? What's going to happen at the end? From the beginning, I had this mindset that he was going to get off. The question was how. Even when he had the reporters behind, I was like, you see? Even in terms of the movie, they put Shah Rukh Khan on a pedestal that no one else could catch. At the end, I didn't even realize that was an option. I was like, wait, it just came out of left field for me. Most of the romance for me came in songs. And you know, I love the songs. I love the way they looked in songs. When I saw that they were getting married in Udi Udi Jaye, I was like, oh, that's probably going to happen later in the movie. No, it happens in the song. In another song, they had a child. I was like, okay, really? We're just going to do this like that? I mean, I understand. They did have a scene in which she announced her pregnancy, but the romance just felt really quick. I know you're just trying to show a little slice of this part of his life. This is not the main emphasis. This is not the main focus. But it just didn't focus on it in the right way. That light was not shown the right way on this part of his life. The songs. Y'all know I love the songs. What is up with movies now showing snippets? Y'all love Dola Baje, right? You love Kajarare, right? You love your Dola Re Dola, don't you? Now imagine if those songs were 2 minutes and a half. Why are songs so short nowadays? I know some people don't appreciate or love songs in movies. They just kind of put up with it. Just like I may put up with action. I was listening to 3 of those songs all the way through. I could not wait to see how the entire songs were going to be picturized on screen. I was so excited. Only to find out that it was really just what I saw already. It was just the promos. Shocked. Like, really? 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 Like, I'm sorry. Do you realize what a good song can do? Do you realize all the emotion that a good song can bring out of you? Do you realize this? If you saw a snippet is a teaser to get people interested, okay? When you play a full version, you are working on someone's emotions. You're not just teasing them, you're giving it to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If they played the whole version of Sason Rae with a beautiful video, I would have cried. I'm telling you, I would have cried. But they just gave me a snippet. I was like, what, it's finished? It's finished already? And then in the promo for Lela Me Lela, I said, oh, they're probably not going to shoot those guns during the song. They hadn't done shoot the guns in the song. Stop it. I don't like that. I don't. Why? Why are you ruining Lela Me Lela for me? Why? Have y'all heard the dance break in the middle of that song? Have you? I heard it. I couldn't wait to see what they were going to do with that. I love that part. I want to hear all of Zalima. Zalima. Cool one, okay? But anyway. Okay, let me get off my tangent about these songs. Y'all stop with these snippets. Y'all stop it, okay? Either get less songs in your movies or really have the songs move the story forward rather than take it out of the movie and then have to go back into the movie because then you have to put in time for that. Or in terms of this movie, I really think that the story could have been cut down. Some of these doors that this story went through should have been closed. We're not going through that door. That's ridiculous. And we're just going to do this song. Action to me was too much. It was over the top to the point that it was ridiculous and I hate to admit, laughable. I was laughing during some of this and I don't think you're supposed to be laughing. Let me ask you this question. If you wanted to have someone killed, how would you do it? I asked my sister the same question as I was talking about this movie to her and she responded, I would hire someone to do it. And I said, no, you do it. You personally do it in the most grandiose way possible in public, just to make sure they're witnesses. There's a scene in which he's chasing a man. What is it? They said it's the day of mourning. He's chasing a man in public, breaking things. And then later on, they don't know who did it. Out of all those witnesses, they don't know who did it. Another scene. Shah Rukh Khan makes a threat, and then he makes that threat reality. But does he do it quietly like a stealth ninja? Maybe does he cover his face? No. He does it right in front of the public, right in front of the police. This is the part where he turned that card around. And this is supposed to be him like a warrior and serious and badass. And I was laughing. I was laughing at how ridiculous this was right now. I could not believe it. Really? Like, and then he gets on the mic. He's like, who's the real man now? I was like, who's the real dumb man right now? He goes to jail and he gets off by becoming a politician? Like, come on. No. That makes no sense. First of all, this other man was a politician. I would have said that Raees attempted to murder me because he turned the car. Other people couldn't see him, but they heard him on the mic. They saw him going for the man. I would have put him behind jail for attempted murder. How is it that you can become a politician and get yourself off? Y'all explain this to me. Do I not get it? He was too obvious. Way too obvious. Even if you have these fight scenes, do it in a smart way. Not in the most obvious way. But then the police don't know who did it. Come on. Even that fight with the glasses. It's cool. It's different. But really? Do you get what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff you have to go along with. Positive about the fights is that they were short. None of these fights felt extended or long or tiring. As soon as they started, they ended. And so I thought they were ridiculous to the highest degree. But they were entertaining and they didn't last that long. In terms of my experience, I worked really hard to see this movie. I thought it was coming on a Saturday and it came on a Wednesday. And I pushed and I got my way out there to watch this movie. I was super excited. And by the end of it, I thought it was a good time, but I was disappointed. I was truly disappointed with this movie. I wanted this to be a smart movie. And sometimes it is nice to take your brain and your heart to a theater. But I felt like for this movie, the disclaimer should have said, leave your brain at home, or leave the logical side of your brain at home, but then also leave the emotional side of your brain at home. But then no, you needed to take your emotions because they were trying to play on your emotions, such as the scene when he goes into bed and he puts his hand on his child, or the songs, or it's trying to play on your emotion, but it felt very formulaic rather than organic. It felt like, okay, this is what we're trying to do, rather than just doing it in a natural way. It's not me going, oh, I love that little scene where he lays in bed and puts his hand on his child. It felt forced, and I couldn't force my emotions. I couldn't force my feelings for this film. I was dry-eyed throughout that whole movie. Dry-eyed. But that second half, and the person who I am, and it's Shah Rukh Khan, I should have been crying. I'm sorry. I should have been crying, and I didn't. The most teary-eyed I got was during that Saw Way, but like I told you, they cut that thing short. Even in terms of this movie, I left without a headache. And that's a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because that means I wasn't super annoyed by it. It wasn't painfully frustrating. But then it's bad because it means I didn't have that emotional connection. I didn't go through that emotional turmoil with that movie. And I didn't cry, which would have caused the headache. I could say it wasn't boring, but then I also say that I was laughing at moments in which I shouldn't have been laughing. At the end of the movie, I couldn't decide between a 2 or 3. By the next morning, I decided to just go ahead and give it a 3. And I decided 3 as a movie that isn't for me, but I feel that I could suggest it for someone else. It's a movie in which I think the general public will like. I do think the movie is entertaining. It does take different turns, different things keep happening. Shah Rukh Khan is great in the movie. The songs are great in the movie. I think the action scenes are entertaining. And so I think overall, people can have a good time with this one. This movie is also overall garam masala. You have your drama, you have your romance, you have your action, you have your comedy, you have your song and dance. Yet the things that made it entertaining were the things that limited its quality. I think this movie could have been shorter. I think this movie could have been tighter and smarter. And then it still would have been entertaining, but it also would have been a better movie. So that is my review of Raees. This is just my opinion. Feel free to share your opinion in the comments below. I look forward to reading them. Hopefully you're not too angry. Bye. The ending came as a surprise to me. I didn't know we had gotten to that point. I knew things were bad, but I just kept thinking he was going to get out of it, even though I know it was a very serious crime that he was a part of. But as Shah Rukh Khan is dying, I'm more looking at the acting, and I'm looking at shots. The scene in which he's facing the camera and then he goes down. I'm going, oh wow, that was a beautiful shot. That should not be my reaction. And then even with this ending, I felt like Shah Rukh Khan won. I felt that Raees won because he proved that he was above the law. They could not beat him and prosecute him through the penal system. And so, in the end, Nawazuddin Siddiqui turned into a criminal. He was the good guy. And now he's doing something that is bad. It just doesn't feel like his character. It felt like a cop-out. In this movie, I didn't even think that he was going to die. Nothing was built up to this moment, and so I had nothing to give. I had nothing to give. It shocked me, and then, like I said, it is not a smart movie. This was not a smart route to go for me.